welcome to another episode on our channel. This is actually an unboxing that we've had to do over. So you don't see the packing box and so forth, but we just got this recently. This is Ada Wong from Resident Evil. She's the most Asian looking Ada Wong that I've seen on Resident Evil. The box looks very nice. It's a little kind of wonky up here, but overall it's pretty good. It does open from the side, but then you have to get things out from the end. But I will show you. My husband said not to do this because the plastic kind of gives too much of a reflection. Sorry. All right, so it does come, yeah, there's a reflection. She's not in there because I have her out already, but it has the cast crew and a nice picture of her right here, and then of course all the parts in there. So we'll take the parts out. And what surprised me when I first opened this up is that it had awful sound. It had some things in here I wasn't expecting. So it has a background, which I never opened up. I never use backgrounds, to be honest. It has somewhere here some stands. I think it's underneath. Underneath that, being held on here. So you would use these two stands to hold this piece up. I never use backwards. So that definitely wouldn't work for me. All right, so this comes in, and that surprised me too, that the stand was underneath the bottom. Comes in 2 trays, and I'll make this fairly painless, hopefully. I'll get everything out. I'll pause. I'll get everything out and show them to you. We are back, and I'm trying to save us time in terms of the filming process, but you time in terms of watching. So I just put everything on the table, and then I have her set up already as a figure. So she comes with 2 choices with hairstyles, and this one is harder to get the sunglasses on. So this was the one she originally came with, so I put the other one on because I wanted to pose her with sunglasses. What's neat, this is the first time I've ever seen a figure come with a manual typewriter. It is so cool. It's one I learned to type on. I did learn on a manual. What would be cool is if the keys actually worked, but that would cost I'm sure, a small fortune. It does come with an ink ribbon container, so you definitely needed that with the manual typewriter, because you would run out of ink eventually. I called this originally a smoke bomb, but it's a flash bomb. Yeah, flash bomb. Cool color. Yeah. And she comes with a broom HC weapon, whatever that is, but it uses 9mm bullets. These bullets are half out of the package. I was going to say it doesn't come out, but it feels like you can move them. Yeah, it does look like you can take it out. But the bullets only go to this level, so it really doesn't make any sense to show it other than this way. This is an electromagnetic field visualizer. I guess that's important to the game somehow. It's cool looking. I won't put it on her though. And then she comes with tons of hands. The hands that came on her out of the box were open, relaxed hands, ungloved. She comes with gripping hands. So you can see that they are gripping. One's a trigger finger, actually, this one here. And then she has gloved hands, open gloved hands. And then a left hand that's kind of like this. I don't know what you would do with that hand other than, oh, maybe throwing the flash bomb. Although I think that would, and she may be able to hold that with her thumb, yeah. Okay. So tons of hands. I have 2 gloved hands on her. We'll pause and get her set up the way I wanted to pose her. But she comes with a lot of accessories. This is a DAMTOYS item with a ton of accessories. So we'll pause and we'll get her out here in a second. So we are back, and I forgot to mention that she had a holster shoulder rig. Let me turn her to the side here. She's a little slippery with these high heel shoes on, but this is for her HC or her broom HC weapon. I think that's a made up gun, but it looks like a PPK gun. I forgot to mention she has an ID bracelet, maybe hard to see. And I forgot to say that she has a bracelet. Again, it might be hard to see. She also has a watch on her hand. Trust me, she has a watch. She has a scarf, and underneath the scarf is a choker. I was going to leave it on, and I don't think I will now, because I don't know. You just never know if you're going to lose something. And I'll always pose her with the scarf, so it doesn't make any sense to have leave the choker on. But this was the second hairpiece, and it works better with the glasses. So I'm sure that's why they had 2 different hairpieces to use. So this one is if you want to go without sunglasses, and this one is if you want to go with sunglasses. Here's her, what I would call a PPK, but it's a broom HC weapon. And the last thing she has is FBI identification. So she's always known for wearing red of some form. But what I think is cool about this figure is that she comes with a trench coat. So we'll pause for a second, and I'll get this put back together, and I'll have her posed in a certain way so you can kind of get a better feel for what you would be getting if you got this DAMTOYS figure. We are back, and this is how I intend to pose her, with her ID in one hand and her HC or broom HC hand weapon. The trench coat, she's normally dressed in red. She does have a red dress on, but I love the more subdued look with this version of Ada Wong. The trench coat is nice in the sense that it snaps on, and I actually thought I had to unbuckle it and buckle it up again, but it's actually Velcroed here, so easy to get the belt on. What's not so easy to do is to get the creases out of the trench jacket or coat, but I'll probably figure that out eventually. Just have to maneuver it around a bit more. Her feet can slip out from underneath her, so just make sure she's on the stand nicely and her feet are straight. Those high heels make her a little bit slippery on the stand, but overall, I think she really has a nice look, especially with this pose. So we'll pause now and get her on a turn tray so you can see her from different angles, get some close-ups from here on up, and then of her face. We are back again and we'll do a 360 here. So you can see some creases in the trench coat. Still, it's fairly easy to get on. She does have a Fison-like body, so she's very posable. That's very nice. This is the pose that I'm going to use on her. So I really love the ID, FEI ID. The gun's a little small, but I guess that's the gun she uses in Resident Evil. I love the fact that they gave her glasses like the Resident Evil game. I've never played it, so I have no idea what it's about. But I do have a lot of their characters, so we'll probably do a follow-up episode where you can see all the figures I have from various seasons or series of Resident Evil. So yeah, she looks very nice. So we'll get some close-ups from here on up and then of her face. We are back and here she is in terms of a close-up. This really stands out, the ID and the little handgun. I'll just do some profile shots here. You can see some crinkles in the trench coat. I would just take a little more energy on my end to smooth things out. The only thing about the headpiece is that it doesn't seem to come together perfectly, but I don't want to push too hard because of the sunglasses. I don't want to risk breaking these particular sunglasses. These are very unique to Ada Wong. You can't find them on the internet. So she looks pretty cool. We'll get a close-up of her face now, with and without her sunglasses. There's really not much here to see in terms of facial features. But this is how you see her most of the time, so I'll probably leave the sunglasses on. I think you'll be more impressed when I take the sunglasses off. So this is her without the sunglasses, and I think you can see that the eyes are much more detailed. The hair fits better on the side that had trouble closing. You can see the ears not showing now. So this was the original set of hair that was on her when she came out of the box. If you have to use the glasses, you need to use the other hairpiece. Here's how I intend to display her. No typewriter, no extra stuff, just like this. I hope you've liked what you've seen. If you have, consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. In the meantime, everyone, have a great day.